It's time now for Tiger Talk with Stan Stevens and head baseball coach Tony Edwards here on 1340 and 95.7 KSMO.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Tony Edwards, coach of Salem Tigers, in a bit of a slump right now. They've lost their last 4 games. They dropped that game to St. James on Tuesday, 5-3, and on Monday, Mr. Garen Hall really had the Tigers on their heels. A very good pitcher. So, Tigers right now, they've got to find the answer, Coach. And sometimes there's just no easy answer to find until you find all of a sudden the kids come together as a unit and they make it happen.
Yeah, that's definitely the case right there, Stan. We, like you said, we've gotten to the middle of the slump. We've haven't been able to take advantage of guys in scoring position when we do get guys on, and we've been facing some pretty good pitching. Like I said with Hall the other day, he's obviously a top-notch pitcher, but we've got to find a way to manufacture runs, whether it's try to knock guys on or have a better plate discipline at the plate or something. But it's going to be one of those situations where we've got to stick back to the basics and take what teams give you and just try to work on hitting that baseball and keep us in the game for sure.
Coach, one of the things, and we've talked about this before we came on the air, is the Tiger defense is struggling right now, and maybe they're over-trying in some cases to try and do things right. But as we watched in a couple of games here, the Tigers have made 7 errors in Owensville. They've made 5. They made 6 errors. When you're making that kind of errors, and your pitchers have to work that much harder. And Bronson Crocker pitched a pretty good game against Houston, but 7 unearned runs, Coach. It's almost unfathomable to think that we're making the errors in the critical times when you don't need to make an error, and then how that affects the pitcher, and then how it affects the game overall.
Oh, yeah. I tell the players about every game, that the errors, is something we have to fix because, our pitching for the most part has kept us in the games this season and has been pretty effective. And when I've said this time and time again, when you're giving ball clubs 4, 5, and 6 outs in an inning, it just wears on your pitcher's arms, and it just lowers the morale of the team and the confidence. So, yeah, that's something we've got to continue to work on. And I talked to the players yesterday at practice, and it's not just defense; it's hitting in general. That when you guys are up there, you guys have got to learn to kind of slow down a little bit and let the game come to you, because I really do think that they're trying too hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times they just need to sit back, let the game come to them, and just react to the baseball. I think a lot of times they get a ground ball hit to them, they're thinking 3 things in their head at a time. Wondering what I'm going to do with it. Am I going to make a bad throw? And in the game of baseball, you just can't do that. You just got to sit back and let the game play out and see what happens. So that's something we're going to work on.
And Tony, when you're talking like this, and I can picture you doing this, it's the mental part of the game that the guys have got to get back. And that seems to be right now just a stumbling block for them because they're almost thinking too much, aren't they?
Yes, you're correct. And I've talked to my players daily about this. It's part of my philosophy from the time I was a player. Is I told the kids yesterday that when I was playing defense when I was in high school, whether you made a great play or made a bad play, once you step across that foul line, you're into the dugout and you're putting that helmet on. You have to clear your mind. You have to refocus. You have to have a different mindset because baseball is such a mental game and it'll eat you up in a heartbeat. So that's something we're trying to figure out, and hopefully we can start doing that today against Cabool.
When we talk about the kids are going to have to group together to make it happen, and Coach, and I've played sports for a long time, and I actually coach sports. The kids got to pick each other up. That's where it's going to start. When they start to believe in each other, and there's nothing you say, there's nothing I could say, or nothing any of the parents can say. When they start to work together and pick each other up, if somebody makes a mistake, hey man, I got you. That's what you need. And when the kids do that, you're going to see everything start turning around, aren't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and that's what we just talked about is the morale. The morale of the team has got to increase. And I talked to the players the other day. I go, we have a one senior team, and we're looking for leadership out there. We're looking for guys to step up. give other players confidence, tell them, hey, it's going to be all right. We're still in, and and a lot of times it's the little things like that that will get a team rolling. So, yeah, I agree, Steve. That's something that we need to see and try to manage, and see if we can't get a streak going here real quick, because it's one of those things where baseball can eat you up, and if you can't find a way to build your confidence up a little bit, it's going to be a long season. So we'll see if we can't get that going today.
And hopefully we can against the Cabool Bulldogs. Cabool comes in. This is an SCA contest. And then you've got 2 more next week, and you're on the road for both of those at Willow and Thayer. Coach, there's no better time than right now for the kids to start turning this around and get on that roll, because right now the season's still young. You're right in the very beginning of April, but you don't want to have this very same thing happening in the first part of May. That's way too late. So let's get on the roll right now, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We played one conference game and we've lost it, but I told the players, I go, guys, I said, just because we lost to a good Houston team doesn't mean we're out of the conference race.
Exactly.
I said, because it's one of those situations where we could get on a roll and play well against Cabool and Mountain View and Thayer, then all of a sudden now you're 3-1, and then you're in the mix again. So it's just something we have to take one pitch at a time, one bat at a time, one game at a time. And, we're going to try to start that today against Cabool.
All right, Coach. The very best of luck today against the Bulldogs of Cabool. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Stay tuned. Tiger Baseball. It is next.
That has been Tiger Talk with Salem head baseball coach Tony Edwards. And now, Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO and KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these spring specials at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find True Fuel Pre-Mix 2-Cycle Fuel $7.49, Body Glove Seat Covers for $32.99, No Spill 5-gallon gas can for $36.99, and a Carbon XT Lightning Cable Charger for $19.99. K&H Auto Supply here in Salem.
Park City.
Yeah, Park City.
Park City.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Townscreen, LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Elwood Real Estate, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, Hometown Mechanical, Healthy Dent County, Ozark Overhead Door. And now get ready for Salem Tiger Baseball.
At KSMO 1340 AM 95.7, and also streaming online at KSMOradio.com, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and on KSMO YouTube. Thank you for being along. We have Tiger Baseball this afternoon. They take on the Cabool Bulldogs here on an overcast day. We thought we'd have a little bit more sunshine. Well, we were not blessed with that today. As we're getting ready and a little bit closer for the beginning of this game, Cabool still getting their pregame warm-ups in. Salem Tigers have lost 4 games in a row. They lost to St. James on Tuesday by a 5-3 score after being shut out 12-0 in an outstanding pitching effort by Garrett Hall on Monday for Houston. Gave up just 2 hits, and only one Tiger got both hits. That was Owen Hamilton. So Hall did a great job, and, of course, he is their ace for Houston, and they're playing good baseball right now. So the Salem Tigers are going to have to kind of unite here and come up with a strong team effort. And as they take on these Cabool Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, they have their black jerseys on today with their gray pants, and they have their deep, I call it midnight blue caps on their shoulders and sleeves. and also on their socks for those who have the high top socks. Not too many on their team carry that. And for the Salem Tigers, they'll have their white uniforms on with their Carolina blue jerseys. And they'll have I believe, white numbers today on top of that. So we'll see how that when they get out here on the field shortly. In the meantime, 2-7 for the Salem Tigers as they're going to try and rectify the situation. Now it's really SCA crunch time. We have SCA games next week. One in Willow Springs, one at Thayer. And that will be Monday and Thursday of next week. We'll be there to bring those to you on KSMO Radio, 1340 AM and 95.7. Now, there is a change in the softball schedule. Tuesday's game, now was to be at Licking, has been moved to Salem. So we will be at the Salem City Park on Tuesday afternoon at 5 o'clock, for that one against the Licking Wildcats. And we'll have the KSMO Radio as well as streaming that on our KSMO media stream pages. So we hope you'll join us for that. In the meantime, while we got the warm-ups going on, we do want to tell you that we're still giving away those wonderful stadium blankets, courtesy of Ron Copeland. And he has really, really been very nice in allowing us to give these away, and he's donating those to us to give to you. And really easy to win. All you got to do is listen to our keyword, which we'll give in the third inning. And then you go on to our website at KSMORadio.com, and you go into the, as I mentioned, the home face page. Look on the very top right corner, and you will see a copy of the bag that holds that stadium blanket. It's got the Tiger insignia on it. It's an insulated blanket, but also it is water repellent. And it's absolutely free. And all you have to do is just sign up. And whether you're listening on the radio or you're watching it on our video stream, it's easy to do. Just go on to KSMORadio.com. On our homepage, you will see it up in the far right corner. Just click on that logo. It'll take you to a form which is pretty easy to fill out. If you know what your name is and your phone number or email address and the code word, then you will be eligible to win that stadium blanket. It's just that easy. We're going to draw 3 names come Monday morning for the 3 games we had this week. Today is the last game, and we have a different code word for each game. So we hope you'll be listening in or watching and take your chance of getting that stadium blanket. Again, we want to thank Representative Ron Copeland for donating those stadium blankets. If you're a Tiger fan, you definitely want to have one. Might even need that today, man. It's a little cool out there now. Wind hits you. That'd definitely be good for football season next year. You betcha. So do yourself a favor and just check that out. KSMORadio.com. Go up to that right corner. And also don't forget to click on that Tiger and little logo up there. Call it an app. You can call it whatever you want. And once you do, you're going to have the form, your name, phone number, or email, and then the code word, which will give you in the third inning. Also want to thank all the great sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you Tiger Sports. They include J&D Automotive, the Denton County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, and Hometown Mechanical, and our Scorebug brought to you by Ozark Overhead Door. Without all these great sponsors and all the ones you see bringing you ads throughout the game, whether it be on radio and or the video stream, without them, we can't do what we do to make it possible to bring you Tiger Sports and other activities in the community here on KSMO Media. All right, we're about ready to get this one underway. Shortly, as the umpires have made their appearance, we'll be getting the starting lineups here very shortly, as well as the national anthem. So we're going to guide you up to that and tell you a little bit about what's going on tonight on KSMO Radio. We have Blues hockey. They take on the New York Rangers. That game will get underway at 7 o'clock, 6:30 with the pregame show. If Salem Tiger baseball is over before that, well, then we will join the pregame show at 6:30. But if we go a little bit beyond that, that's okay, too. We'll just join that in progress and bring you Blues hockey tonight. They take on the Rangers, 7 o'clock game time right here on KSMO. Cardinals are off today. They'll be back at it tomorrow. They'll be opening a 3-game series at Milwaukee. That game tomorrow night right here on KSMO Radio, and then Saturday evening, and then Sunday afternoon. Now, Saturday, we have a Blues game that starts at 11:30 that morning. They take on Minnesota, I believe, that game, and that will start 11:30 with the pregame show at 12 noon with that game. So double header on Saturday, hockey first, then baseball right here on KSMO. Coach Tony Edwards out there, along with Coach Joey Spittler of Cabool. SCA conference game. Cabool comes into this game with a 5-1 record. They're playing some pretty good baseball. Salem Tigers struggling a little bit, 2-7. Cabool 1-0 in the SCA. Salem Tigers 0-1 in the SCA. And as we mentioned, the SCA schedule really starts to get heavy this time of year. So we've got these 2 games this week, 2 more games next week, 2 more the following week, I believe. And, it all happens in a big hurry. So what you want to do is you're playing your best baseball for conference. Get done with the conference play. You got a few other games to come in with a tournament. You also have a few extra games to get ready for district play. And before you know it, wow, season's over. That's about how fast it goes, especially with the softball. Softball season ends 2 weeks before the baseball season does, and so I think our final regular season game will be against East Carter on the 27th of April. Now, we plan on bringing that game to you on KSMO Media from the Salem City Park. And then after that will be district play for the girls. So it all happens so fast, and it all right before graduation. Busy time of year. Busy, busy time. I want to congratulate Tiger tennis team yesterday for winning their invitational. How'd the golf team do today? Have not heard. We do not know on the golf tournament today. Were they able to get started at 9 o'clock, Clay? I think they were delayed a little bit. Okay. So hopefully we maybe get something before we're done here. Maybe we can find out and then let you know. But anyway, congratulations to our tennis Tigers. They're playing really good tennis right now, and they won their tournament yesterday afternoon at Salem City Park. And congratulations to the entire team. Always wish them the very best. Our Tiger track team doing pretty well, too, as I see. A couple, second place finishes? We're doing pretty well in that. So a lot of good athletics going on right now in the springtime. So we hope you get a chance to get out there and enjoy it. Golf, tennis, track, baseball, softball. Good thing nothing's going on. That's why Clay is getting really gray real quick. Oh, my job he has, I would not want, but he has it. We're going to get ready right now here at KSMO Media for the starting lineups. We'll give them to you as Clay does here over the loudspeaker. We're going to tell you all about the Cabool Bulldogs. Caleb Graven will start out. He'll be leading off and pitching for Cabool. Brody Norfelice will be at shortstop. He'll be batting second. Peyton Hunter will be batting third, and he'll be playing third base. Aston Gonzalez will be in center field. He'll be doing the cleanup hitting. Will Tucker doing the catching. He will be batting fifth. Braxton McCall in right field bats sixth. Peyton Calfee in left field bats seventh. Isaiah White-Wake will be at first base. He'll be batting eighth, and Trey Atkins at second base bats ninth. For the Salem Tigers, it'll be Trathan Richter playing shortstop, leading off. Caden Moody will bat second. He'll be in center field. Caden DuBois at third base. He'll be batting third. Owen Hamilton, he'll be at first base today. He'll be in the cleanup slot. Roy Stevens at second base, bats fifth. Hayden Sanders doing the catching today for the Salem Tigers, bats sixth. Bronson Crocker will be on the hill. He pitched absolutely not that bad against Houston. Unfortunately, a few Tiger errors really ate him up. And he'll be on the hill tonight for the Tigers. He'll be batting seventh. Cash Howard in right field bats eighth. And Wyatt Martin doing the DHing. He'll be in the number 9 slot. Lights are on here at the high school baseball field on the Salem Baseball Field Complex. Our Lady Tigers, by the way, are in Willow Springs right now, and they are taking on the Lady Bears there in an away SCA contest. We wish them the very best today. As Coach Wilson and looking for that second SCA win as the Lady Tigers won on Monday over Cabool and then lost to Dixon, a very good Dixon team, by a 15-1 score. So here with a fairly nice afternoon, actually a lot better than we might have suspected earlier this year when we started having all that rain. The field's in good shape. A little bit of a lip there in that outfield as we go from the infield to outfield, but besides that, The place is in very good shape. So we're going to take a 90-second break and come back with the national anthem after this.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
At your locally owned Country Mart, our standards are high because we know yours are. Our meat is cut fresh daily in-house, and our professional meat associates are always ready to help you find what you're looking for or cut specifically how you want. See our produce associates on how to pick out the best fruits and vegetables. Quality in a deli means fresh, full of flavor, and always delicious. If you're craving fresh baked goodness, we have that too. You can find what you're looking for fast and easily at the best prices with friendly service at Country Mart, your hometown grocery store in Salem.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Behind the plate, Alan Simpson. Oscar on the hill. He's getting his warm-up tosses in. As the Salem Tigers, they are in their home whites with the Carolina blue. They got the white numbers, the blue lettering. As we'll go around that infield again. Caden Dubois at third base. Owen Hamilton at first. Roy Stevens at second. And Treylon Richter at shortstop. Having a little technical difficulties here. So we're trying to get that worked out for you. So leading it off will be Caleb Graven. He'll be leading it off. He'll be doing the pitching today, standing in against Bronson Crocker. Crocker, right-hander, gets ready, and his first pitch coming to Hayden Sanders comes in. That's in the dirt and bounces away, ball one. Next pitch is a strike. Next pitch. And we're trying to get our contact reestablished with the radio side. Two and one to count. On the leadoff hitter, Caleb Graven. Graven back in, right-handed batter. Pitch from Crocker comes home. Here it is, and that's in for a strike, 2-2. Sign from Sanders, and the 2-2 curveball, strike three call. He got him. Caleb Graven down on strikes. Dandy curve off speed by Crocker, and he froze Caleb Graven at the plate. One down, and Brody Norfelice will stand in. Brody playing shortstop today. Wears those high top socks. One of the few on Cabool to do so. And a fastball, outside corner fastball. Perfect by Crocker. Right on the black. Quickly 0-1. Straight away in the outfield and infield for Norfelice. Pitch, another fastball popped up. Straight back, over top of the press box, and out of play. We're in the top of the first inning, just underway. Quickly 0-2. Cabool Bulldogs and the Tigers. Glad to have you along. And the pitch to Norfelice, just a little bit high with the fastball. Bronson does have an outstanding off-speed pitch. He likes to use it with 2 strikes, and here it comes. There it is, and it's just high. 2-2, just a little bit high. Peyton Hunter waits on deck, and the 2-2 pitch comes home. Fastball, just a little bit low, 3-2. Wind, not much of a wind today, blowing out of the east, northeast. The pitch, I'll pop fly back and out of play on a fastball tailing in on Brody Norfelice. Top of the first inning here at Salem. Tiger outfield straight away for Norfelice. And the 3-2 comes home, and a line drive in the center. There's Moody. He's there. He's got it. Norfelice lines out to center. Caden got a great jump on that one, made that one look easy. And there's 2 down for Peyton Hunter. Hunter playing third base today, stands deep in the box on the right side, right on top of that plate. As Crocker brings it in, that curve, a swing and a miss. It's a tantalizing curveball. It looks just like a big donut coming up there, but you try and hit it, it looks more like a pea. Pitch a fastball, that makes it strike 2. Hunter, I think, was looking for back-to-back curveballs. Didn't get it on the second one and took a pretty good pitch. And the 0-2, another curve and a pop-up on the infield. Maybe in the short center. Moody's there, and he makes the catch as he calls off Stevens, and that retires the side. Down in order goes the Bulldogs. 1, 2, 3. We have now played a half an inning. We go to the bottom of the first inning with Cabool nothing. Salem coming to bat. We'll be back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Caleb Graven to the hill. He'll be pitching today for the Cabool Bulldogs. Graven, right-hander. He'll be facing Treathen Richter, Caden Moody, and Caden DuBois here in the bottom of the first inning. Bronson Crocker shut down Cabool pretty much without a whimper. Little pop fly in the center, line drive, but easily tracked down by Caden Moody in center. Crocker did pitch on Monday, so he will not be able to go the full game today. Talking with Coach Edwards, he does plan on bringing in Caden DuBois later on in the contest. So Caleb Graven getting his warm-up tosses in. As the Tigers come up to bat for the first time today. We welcome all listening on KSMO, watching on our KSMO media. We do appreciate it. Again, we have added a game to the media coverage, which will be Tuesday, as the Licking Wildcats in softball have asked to move that game to Salem. We will be there to cover it. 5 o'clock start that night, a little bit later. 5 o'clock start. Lady Tigers and Licking Lady Wildcats game scheduled to be at Licking, been moved to Salem. That's next Tuesday night. Trey Richter will stand in.
Leading off for the Tigers, number 2, Trey Richter.
Coach Tony Edwards out there and cleaning off home plate. Got a little extra paint on it, and umpires, I don't think very impressed with the paint job, but that's okay. He'll get over it. Trying to get the paint off of his brush now. So, be that as it may, it's still a no-score game as Salem comes to bat for the first time. Trey Richter stands in from the left side, deep in the box, crowding that plate as the pitch comes in, swing and a miss. Caleb Graven, the right-hander. They play straight away for Richter. Had his best game up at Owensville when he had 3 hits. Pitch comes home, curveball line drive, base hit, right field. Ball hung a little bit, and Trey pulls it into right field for the base hit. One hopper into the outfield, and Caden Moody will stand in. Caden playing center field, right-handed batter. Getting the signs from Coach Edward. They all wear the armband with the codes. As Richter takes a fair lead at first base, the pitch comes in. Moody bunts the ball down the first base line. It's going to go foul. It's a good idea. I don't think Graven would be able to throw him out had it stayed fair. Third baseman is behind the bag at third, just about a step, maybe 2. It'd be a bad idea to go down that way next. Used to have a baseball coach tell him if he's behind the bag at third, you're going down the line third base. The 0-1 coming to Moody from Graven. Here it comes. Foul back and out of play. Trying to go to that right side with that hole opened by Richter being at first base. Their first baseman, Isaiah White Wake, holding him on. Moody to play quickly, 0-2. Caleb Graven on the hill for these Bulldogs. Looks in for the sign and gets it from Will Tucker. Short lead by Richter. Pitch to Moody. He's going. The pitch is fouled. Popped up down the right side. It's going to go foul, and nobody can get to it. Then Caden trying to go to the right side, even with 2 strikes, trying to push it through that hole. Braxton McCall in right field, probably playing a little bit too deep for an opposite field hitter. Richter first base, nobody down, leadoff single. Caden waits at the plate, right-handed batter deep in the box. The 0-2 from Graven, that's high. Fastball up way above the shoulders. Cabool not looking for 2. The shortstop very deep in the hole. Second baseman a little closer to the bag, but still not with double play closeness. The pitch coming in, low and inside, throw to second base is not in time. Richter steals that base easy. Good throw by Tucker, but it's such a good jump by Trey Richter. No chance for Tucker to throw him out. Probably the only chance would have been had Richter overslid the bag or missed the bag. Taking the throw there was the second baseman. Trey Atkins, now a runner in scoring position. 2-2 to count to Moody. The pitch, low and outside. Took a little something off. Caden laid off. 3-2. Oh. The 3-2 pitch comes home and a chop fouled on the third base side. So Gonzalez at second base, Atkins in center. They made a lineup change. Did not know about that till moments ago. Thank you. 3-2 to count. Jockeying back and forth to keep Richter close is the second baseman and shortstop as Moody waits the pitch and a line drive into right field. Coming on and making the catch is McCall. Tagging and going to third base is Richter. Good job of hitting by Caden Moody to take that ball to the right side. Even with 2 strikes, he was trying to do it. And he gets Richter to third base with 1 out for Caden DuBois. That's a productive out by Caden Moody. Kind you don't see in the scorebook. They do play a DuBois 2-pull. He has some hits to right center, including a double at Owensville out in the right center, plugging the gap. Right-handed batter DuBois waits. Slightly open stance against Caleb Graven. Here it comes. Curve is high. Graven did not follow through, and that ball just stayed way above the entire zone all the way in. The third baseman, Hunter, waits right at the bag, trying to keep Richter close, which opens up a bigger hole on the left side. Pitch comes home. Foul off to the right. High fastball. Caden DuBois fouls it back. Hamilton's on deck. Richter at third. 1 down. Top of the first inning. No score. Time called as Graven gets ready to work. He definitely hasn't heard about the pitch clock in the major leagues. The 1-1 pitch coming here to DuBois. Curveball and a chop foul down the third base side. One and two. Infield back, so they're willing to give up the run for the out. DuBois waits. Graven brings it. A high fly ball. Straight away left field. Coming in is Calfee. Makes the catch. And Richter will score easily. As Calfee had to reach up and was flat-footed catching the ball. And so DuBois gets the sacrifice fly. And drives in the run to make it 1-0 Salem Tigers. So an RBI for DuBois. Standing in is Hamilton. Owen's been the most consistent hitter on the Tiger team so far. Pitch a little bit low from Graven to Owen. Stocky right-handed batter gets in. Pitch coming from Graven. That's high, 2-0. Stevens is on deck. Base hit by Richter, stolen base. Moody flight out to right, moving Richter to third, and a sacrifice fly. So the set, a productive out for Caden Moody, allowed that run to score. Pitches right down the middle for a strike. Looked like Owen was taken all the way. Owen Hamilton, the first baseman today for the Salem Tigers. He waits, wiggles that bat. Now ready to pitch from Graven. That's low. Goes off the catcher's shoulder, the umpire's shoulder, and trickles back behind the plate. 3-1. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Salem has tallied here. 2 down. Aston Gonzalez, Will Tucker, and Braxton McCall will be up for Cabool in their half of the second when we get there. Pitch comes to Hamilton. That's outside, and that's ball 4. Tailing fastball just kept breaking to the outside, and Roy Stevens will stand in with Hamilton at first and 2 down. Roy at second base today. One run in, man at first base. Graven brings it. And a high pop-up on the infield. Who's going to call it? Hunter, and he makes the catch to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We have now played 1 inning. It's 1-0 Salem Tigers. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
We welcome you back, Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. We have an overcast day, but nothing major to talk about there as far as weather is concerned. But we do want to tell you about something that's pretty cool. It is the Tigers blanket. It's a stadium blanket being provided to you by Representative Ron Copeland. And we're giving them away free. Ron wants to give away one for every media game we do. And we're doing that. And we have a code word that you'll be able to hear in the third inning. And once you know the code word, go to our website, ksradio.com. Go up in our top right corner. Click on the stadium blanket insignia if you just saw it, if you're streaming. If not, if you're listening on radio, you'll see the bag. Just go ahead. You'll see that Tiger insignia on it. Click on that, and it'll have a couple of easy questions. One, what's your name? If you know that, that's a good start. And then how to contact you by email or phone. And then what the code word is. And once you can do that, you're going to be in good shape, and you'll be qualified to win that blanket. We're going to draw 3 winners by Sunday night at midnight. So make sure you get entered in. Whether you're listening or watching live, either one will work. And that ground ball up the middle is going to get through for a base hit by Aston Gonzalez. Seeing eye base hit, just got past the pitcher, Crocker, and then got over the glove of Stevens as he dove, just barely getting into the outfield. So a seeing eye base hit, Will Tucker will stand in. Didn't hit that ball hard, but he hit it exactly in the right place. Richter cheats up the middle looking for 2. Pitch comes in, a swing and a miss with a fastball to Tucker, their catcher. Tucker wears number 4. Right-handed batter has a big open stride here, and the pitch comes into him, and he fouls it back off the fist. Good running fastball by Crocker. That ball just kept breaking in on his hands. Fouled it off the fist back to the screen. 0-2, nobody out. Top of the second inning, 1-0 Salem. The pitch, curveball, strike 3 call. He froze Tucker. Well, I don't think agrees with the umpire's call, but that was a dandy curveball. He gave up on it, and that ball came back and got over the inside corner. Braxton McCall, right-handed batter, he stands in. Pitch, runner going, base hit left field. Ball hung up there, and getting the ball back in is Ball. There's a big turn there by Gonzalez, but he did not go to third. So a bit of a hanger there by Bronson Crocker, and McCall ripped it in the left field as Richter was looking for the opportunity to cover second on the attempted steal. Never got the chance. Peyton Calfee stands in. Pitch is in for a strike on the inside corner. Crocker with a fastball there. Calfee, tall right-handed batter. First and second, 1 down. The pitch. Swing and a miss on that ball up and in. Calfee saw the high fastball and then Bronson turns that ball over just a little, or he comes back in on the right-handed batter. Next one, curveball, try to check his swing, and apparently did. Don't see any appeal. 1-2 to count. With the umpire between second and third, hard for him to make that call anyway. 1-2 count. 2 on. The pitch, runner going. It's outside low, and Sanders knocks it down as Gonzalez steals third. McCall at first did not go. And it's a 2-2 count. Curveball by Crocker. Made it easy for Gonzalez to take that bag. And strike 3 call on the fastball as McCall goes down to second base. So Calfee called out on strikes. Third strikeout. And Isaiah White-Wake will stand in. He also bats on the right side, right on top of that plate. Pitch from Crocker. Strike on the outside edge. Bronson very good at moving the ball up and down and in and out. The 0-1 comes home. Fastball fouled off to the right side. As I mentioned earlier, just the lightest of breezes coming from the east at about 3 to 4 miles an hour compared to what we had Monday. 40-mile-an-hour gusts. The 0-2 outside low, knocked down by Sanders as Gonzalez was trying to bait him into throwing down to third base. Hayden just held on to the ball. Hang on to it when you're unsure. And the 1-2 comes home and a top toward first base foul. Hamilton goes and gets it. Still 1-2. Trey Atkins is on deck. 1-2 count, 2 down. Salem in their second inning will have Sanders, Crocker, and Cash Howard. The 1-2 comes home, curve, and check swing did not go, and it's 2-2. Gonzalez getting a very good jump off third base, waiting for that ball to get by Sanders. And the 2-2 comes home, fastball just missed outside. 3-2. So White-Wake has battled back from an 0-2 count. 3-2. 2 out. And the pitch. 2 hopper over to Stevens. Throw to first is in time to retire Isaiah White-Wake. 4-3 on the putout. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We've now played an inning and a half. Salem Tigers 1, Cabool nothing. Will come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Bronson Crocker did a great job pitching out of that 2-on and 1-out situation. Got a strikeout of Calfee, and then Isaiah White-Wake hit a 2-hopper, or maybe even a short 3-hopper, over to Roy Stevens at second, who threw him out. So Hayden Sanders will stand in. Sanders, right-handed batter. Wears number 23 on his back. He'll lead it off. Bronson Crocker will follow up, and then Cash Howard. Facing Caleb Graven. The pitch comes home way outside, back to the screen. Salem will be at Willow Springs on Monday, radio only. We'll be there to bring that game to you. 4:30 game time, 4:15 with Tiger Talk, Coach Tony Edwards. 1-0 comes home, curveball, a high fly ball to left field. Coming in is Calfee, and he makes the catch. 1 out. And Bronson Crocker will stand in. Sanders just got underneath that one a little bit. Crocker right-handed batter. Usually does make contact. Pitch from Graven comes home. Foul straight back. Lady Tigers today at Willow Springs. Wishing them the best of luck. Coach Wilson, our Lady Tigers, going to that 1-3. As Crocker waits, the pitch from Graven. That's a fastball right down the middle. Just about belt high or maybe just a little above the belt. Bronson taking all away. Quickly 0-2. Infielders are all deep at their positions except for the shortstop who's cheating in a step or two. The pitch, curve, and a chop towards the shortstop. He comes in. Norfleece has it. Low throw, but dug out nicely by the first baseman, White Wake. 6-3 on the put out, and Cash Howard will stand in. Cash, a left-handed batter. Solid young guy. Playing right field. Steps in right in the middle of that left-handed batter's box with a slightly close stance. The pitch to him, fouled back. I'm sorry. Coming off a good day for him on Tuesday night, 2 for 3 against St. James. They play him to pull, and he hits a high pop-up short center field. Coming on, going out, and catching the ball as a second baseman. He had to go out quite a way, and that's Gonzalez to retire Howard. Looked like the center fielder out there, Trey Atkins, slipped a little bit, but Gonzalez bailed him out as the Salem Tigers go down in order 1, 2, 3. We've now played 2 innings here at Salem. 1-0 Salem Tigers will come back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Trey Atkins stands in to lead it off. Fastball on the outside corner goes right off the glove of Sanders to the back. It is the top of the third inning. Do you know what that means? Time for that key word of the day, the code word, and the key word is ball. B-A-L-L. That's an easy one to remember. The key word is ball for that wonderful stadium blanket. So don't forget, when you go to our website, click on that icon, and don't forget at that time, you have to enter your name, a way of us contacting you either by phone number or email, and then put that word in, ball, B-A-L-L, in the code word. Now, whether you're watching this game live or you're going to stream with us later tonight, tomorrow, or the next day, You are still eligible to enter. And there's a fly ball to center. Moody goes back, and the ball's over his head. Atkins will end up at second base with a double. Ball bounces away, but backed up there by the first baseman, Hamilton. Caden drifted back, and that ball just kept carrying. And it'll be a leadoff double. Those balls hit right at you, the hardest ones. They're hard to get a read on them, and that one just kept going. Wind has absolutely come dead stop here on the flag here at the high school baseball field complex. That fastball's high to the leadoff hitter, Caleb Graven. Graven struck out his first time. He was called out on strikes. Bronson Crocker looks, checks the runner, brings it home, and that's a strike on the outside corner as Craven showed bunt. Du Bois deep at third. About 2 steps behind the bag. Pitch comes home and a grounder towards second. Stevens has it. The throw to Hamilton is in time. Does move Atkins over to third base. 4-3 on the putout. And Brody Norfelice, who flew out to center, will stand in. So leadoff double on a ball that just kept going into center. And Norfelice at the plate, 1 out, man at third base. Pitch from Crocker. Fly ball foul back and out of play. Got underneath that one. Was trying to hit that ball up in the air. And he did, but it went way foul back and off to the right. 0-1 count. This pitch, curve in the dirt. Atkins not as aggressive out there as Gonzalez was, but he's taking a couple steps down the line. Only 1 out. Tiger infield halfway. The pitch. There's a 1-hopper, 2-hopper, 3-hopper over to Stevens. No play at home. Throw to first base. And Norfelice ties it 1-1 with an RBI ground out. Got off the end of the bat. I thought it might have been hit a little bit harder, but once it hit the grass, it just died. And Stevens able to throw him out. But it does tie the game at 1-1. Peyton Hunter stands in. The pitch, fastball, outside corner for a strike. So a double, ground out to move the runner to third, and a ground out to bring him home. Tigers got their run with a base hit, stolen base, fly out to right that got the man to third, and a sacrifice fly by Caden Du Bois. So again, both teams playing some solid fundamental baseball, getting the runners into scoring position where a ground ball or a fly ball can get them in, and they have both capitalized. The pitch comes to Hunter and a high chopper to Du Bois. Plays it, throws it, got him. 5-3 on the putout as Peyton Hunter grounds out. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We've now played 2.5 to the bottom of the third we go. It's Cabool 1, Salem 1. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Welcome back to the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. And again, we remind you, if you're listening in or watching, you can sign up now for that stadium blanket courtesy of Ron Copeland, our state representative. And the key word is ball, B-A-L-L, ball. So you have still an opportunity all the way through Sunday night at midnight to get registered for that blanket. We will draw 3 names Monday morning. And those 3 people who have signed up will be getting a message from us to come and get your stadium blanket. It's that easy. You can sign up as well. Wyatt Martin stands in. Wyatt swings and misses. High fastball. Wyatt started out the season hitting the daylights out of the ball, but has struggled as of late making some contact. The pitch comes in. That's high. 1-1 to count. Caleb Graven on the hill for the Bulldogs. They give Wyatt just a whole bunch of left center. Be a great place for him to go with this next one. Stay out on top of that ball, and the curveball's way outside. Always amazed when a defense sets up for you to pull, and then the pitcher throws it to the outside. 2-1 to count. Next one comes home. And a high pop fly, short left center field. Coming on, and making a nice catch is Trey Atkins in center. That ball just out in left center field. It's just hit a little too high, and Atkins able to get over and make the catch. One down, and Trey Richter will stand in. He singled to right his first time up, stole a base, and scored the only Tiger run. Got the only Tiger hit right now. Owen Hamilton earned a walk. 1-1 our score. The pitch comes in low and inside to Richter. Again, Atkins playing Tiger leadoff hitter to pull just a little. Back on all spots on the infield. Pitch comes to Richter, and there's a pop foul off to the left side. That's going to drift over the Tiger dugout, not a play. 1-1 to count. Lights are on here at Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. We welcome you to this SCA contest between Salem and Cabool. Knotted at 1-1 each. 1-1 count to Trey Richter. Pitch from Caleb Graven is on its way, and chopper towards second. Gonzalez throws low, and it gets past the first baseman. Richter's going to try and go to second base. The throw is there, and he is safe. Richter dove to the inside of the bag, and I believe the shortstop on the outside of the bag put the tag down late. So Richter, with that ball hitting the fence and coming off, dives to the inside, but as the shortstop's coming back, he put the tag on the arm late, and they're going to appeal to the home plate umpire. And he's pointing to the second base umpire and saying that's his call. There's no way the home plate umpire could have seen when that tag was made from behind the runner. So Coach Joey Spittler comes out to talk to the infield umpire about the play. It was bang, bang. There's no doubt about it. But the throw was to the outfield side. And Trey dove in to the infield side. So the tag had to be made across the body, and that may have been just enough to allow him to be safe, which is what the umpire called. So runner at second base on the air, and the pitch comes home. A little bit high to Kay Moody. So Richter reaches on the air. E4, and he's at second base with one down. Moody waiting. The pitch, high, 2-0. He flew out to right field to get Trey Richter from second to third back in the first inning. 1-1 our score in the bottom of the third inning. This SCA contest. Cabool and Salem the pitch. Inside corner. 2-1 to count. Just caught the inside edge. Caden DuBois on deck. Richter at second. One out. The pitch to Moody. Swing and a miss on a high curve. Ball just sat up there and said, hit me, but Caden couldn't make contact. 2-2 to count. One down. Graven looks in, checks the runner. He's ready. Here's the pitch, way outside. 3-2. Tiger player Richter dancing around at second base, drawing a lot of attention. Pitch to Moody. That's high ball 4. An error and a walk, and Du Bois is up with runners at first and second, only one out. Du Bois flew out to left, got underneath one on an off-speed pitch, and Peyton Calfee made the catch, but was flat-footed, had no throw to home. Pitch comes in, Du Bois takes a curveball outside corner for a strike. Catcher Tucker looked to be kind of crossed up on that one. Started to lunge and then came back and knocked that ball down. 0-1. Pitch from Graven to Du Bois. Here it is, way outside with a fastball and high. They give Caden Wright center, as we mentioned last time. Moody with a good lead at first. Richter a tight lead at second. He's getting a lot of attention. Throw to first base, and he's out. Moody picked off first base as the first baseman, Isaiah White-Wake, came in behind him. And he is picked off to make it 2 down. 1-3 on the put out. Now runner second with 2 down. Du Bois waits. Graven looks in. The sign from Tucker. He's ready. The pitch. Curveball outside corner. Caden looking for something inside, not getting it. Now has to defend the play with a 1-2 count. Gonzalez trying to keep Richter close at second. The pitch, curve, and there's a high fly ball in the deep center. Going back and with plenty of room, making the catch is Trey Atkins. Du Bois got a lot of it, but not enough. And the Tigers do not score. No runs, no hits, an error. A man picked off after a walk, and just one left. We have now played 3 innings. It's 1-1 here at Salem between the Cabool Bulldogs and the Salem Tigers. Back in just 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
We go to the top of the 4th inning. 1-1 our score. It will be Gonzalez, Tucker, and McCall. Tall right-handed batter. Gonzalez stands in. He singled his first time, was stranded at third back in the 2nd inning, and some good pitching by Bronson Crocker. Pitch comes in low and outside. Crocker still in there. We know he will not go the whole game today because of the pitch limits in Misha baseball. Umpire had to go get the ball himself as the on-deck hitter did not fetch it down. 1-0 count comes home, and that's just a little bit low. 2-2, or 2-0 here to start out this fourth inning. Aston Gonzalez, the pitch. Pop foul off to the right side. Ball came in on his hands. Tigers got their run in the first on the Richter base hit, a stolen base, a fly out and a fly out. Got him home. Pitch comes home, and there's a high pop fly right side. That's out of play. 2-2. And the Bulldogs got a leadoff double. Ground out and a ground out. Got him home. 1-1 our score. One hit for the Salem Tigers in the game. 3 hits for the Bulldogs. Sanders gives the sign on a 2-2 count. Krieger brings it. Curve and a swing and a foul tip at the plate. Gonzalez just got a piece of it. Don't forget Cards baseball tomorrow. They're in Milwaukee on KSMO AM and FM. .45, I believe, is that dugout show. The 2-2 and a foul off to the right side on a fastball. On Saturday, and well, I should say tonight, the Blues will be taking on the New York Rangers. They wind out their season. That'll be immediately following this game, starting with the pregame show at 6:30. Game time is 7. The pitch. Chopper back towards the mound. Crocker has it to throw to first base in time. Off-speed pitch got Gonzalez off balance, and he tapped it back to Crocker, who's a pretty good fielding pitcher. He made the play. Threw him out. So as mentioned, Blues tonight against the Rangers on KSMO, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock game time. And on Saturday morning at 11:30, they'll have the pregame show. Noontime, they'll take on the Minnesota Wild. Krieger brings in a fastball, and that's a little bit low, to Will Tucker. Tucker struck out his first time. Had some objections to the home plate umpire, but did not make a big scene. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on one up and in. We're in the fourth inning. 1-1 game. The pitch, curve. Oh, a dandy. And again, he ducks out of the way. And this time he actually gave a little nod of approval. That's nice that he approved. 1-2 count. I'd give it to him again. Fastball and a foul. Give him that curveball again, but I wouldn't put it in the strike zone. I'd have it outside. Now the 1-2 comes home. That curveball, and he pops it up. It's on the infield. Who's going to get it? Hamilton calls for it and makes the catch in front of the Cabool Bulldog dugout. So Tucker got underneath that one and popped it straight up, and Braxton McCall, who singled to left his first time, he stole a base as well. In that second inning, was stranded. He bats on the right side. Pitch, swing and a foul back on a fastball. Crocker, in his first plate appearance, kind of hung a curveball, and McCall was able to bang it into left field as Gonzalez, who was on base at that time, was stealing second, and Richter got over there and vacated his position to go cover the bag. Late swing on that high fastball, and it's quickly 0-2. Peyton Calfee would be next if McCall can keep it going. Swing and a miss. Took a little something off on that curve. And down on strikes goes McCall. And that is strikeout number 4 for Bronson Crocker. Down in order goes Cabool. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's the Salem Tigers setting up Owen Hamilton, Roy Stevens, and Hayden Sanders. We're tied 1-1. Back with more Tiger Baseball in 1 minute on KSMO Media.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Street.
I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Caleb Graven back to the hill. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's also a great time for you to go onto our website at KSMORadio.com and click on that beautiful, beautiful bag. You see it right now. If you're streaming with us, you can see that bag right there. That's exactly what it looks like. We have those at the station. And you click on that icon that's in our homepage at KSMORadio.com. It's up in the top right corner. And fill out your name, phone number, or email. And you type in that keyword right there, BALL, ball, and you'll be registered with your possibility of winning that bag, that nice bag, with the nice stadium blanket inside the bag. Yes, it's nice. Hamilton takes it low and took a strike to start out with. Again, make sure you get that done by midnight Sunday. We'll be drawing 3 names come Monday morning, and we'll be contacting those people for their stadium blanket. That ball hits Owen right up in the shoulder area. Owen appears to be unfazed as Craven came up and in, and that looked to be a fastball. He got him. And Roy Stevens will stand in. So in the fourth inning, Hamilton at first base. Stevens standing in. He popped out to the third baseman his first time. Curveball is a strike on the outside edge. Slow curve, tantalizing curve by Caleb Graven. Both pitchers have pitched very well. Cabool with 3 hits. Salem Tigers with just 1. Pitch. There's a smash to the left side. Shortstop gets it out at second base. Throw to first base, not in time. Good play by North Felice to go in the hole. He had time with Hamilton running, probably the fastest runner on the Salem Tigers team. And he was able to throw over to Gonzalez for the fielder's choice as Hamilton out 6-4 if you're keeping score at home. And Hayden Sanders stands in. So Roy Stevens, if he'd moved that ball 5 more feet to the left, he'd had a base hit, but good play by North Felice to get to it. The pitch is fouled to the left side. They give Sanders right center. Hayden likes to pull the ball. He flew out to left field his first time up. Craven from the stretch brings it home. Curveball, and Hayden way out in front. Slow, tantalizing curve. Stevens at first. Craven looks. Safe lead. The pitch. Foul straight back. High fastball, and Hayden had a good cut at it. Couldn't straighten it out. Fouled it back. 1-1 score. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning here at Salem. Graven looks at Stevens. To the stretch. To the plate. Curve and a high pop-up on the infield. North Felice calls for it and makes the catch. Two down for Bronson Crocker. Crocker grounded out to short his first time. With 2 down now, Stevens at first base. Held on by White Wake. The pitch. Swing at one over his head. Straight change that was up in his eyes, and truly a tomahawk swing by Bronson Crocker. 0-1. Big hole on that right side. He can do that. He controls the bat pretty well. Pitch is a little high and outside with a fastball. For Cabool in the 5th inning, it'll be Calfee, Isaiah White Wake, and Trey Atkins. 1-1 our score. Stevens a short lead. The pitch to Crocker in the dirt, knocked down. Now Stevens will go as the ball gets away from Tucker, who throws it to the shortstop side of second. No chance on getting Stevens, who advances on the wild pitch. Tucker knocked it down, but the ball trickled back behind him. Give Stevens a lot of credit. He saw that glimpse of that ball go behind him, and he took off. The 2-1 to Crocker. That's high, ball 3. Cash Howard waits on deck. High school baseball here at Salem. Cabool and the Tigers. The pitch way outside, gets away, and Stevens will go down to third base. That more of a pass ball, as not much effort there by Tucker. Kind of tried to backhand it. Ball did not hit the dirt. It just went off his glove back to the screen. My ruling, and I'm not the official scorer, but I ruled a pass ball. Carson Barrett will check in to run for the pitcher, Bronson Crocker. He'll be at first base over at Stevens. 2 down. I'm sorry. 2 down in this 4th inning. Almost said 5th. Second walk given to Salem Tigers. You also have a hit batsman. Fake to third, look at first. Now, earlier in the game when Cade Moody got picked off first base, that's a tricky play. Obviously, the first baseman has to go to the bag. If he's not there and he goes over that way, he's going to throw it away or it's a balk. Man going, no throw to second. Barrett's in standing up with a stolen base. So that play has to be right on, and they did a good job with White Wake sneaking back behind Caden, taking the throw and tagging him out on the pickoff. The 1-0 and a line drive in the left center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Yes, off the glove of North Felice, and a run's going to score to make it 2-1. Howard had a lot of spin on that ball off the very end of the bat. North Felice kind of broke the wrong way at first, and that's why I thought that ball would get down, and it did, for a base hit and an RBI, and it makes it 2-1 Salem. So the wild pitch and the pass ball come back to kind of haunt Craven. Martin stands in. 2 down the pitch. Outside corner for a strike. Right when Howard swung, North Felice took 1 step towards second base. And that might have been the difference. That ball had a lot of spin on it. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Big swing by Wyatt. Big kid. He has a long swing. At first, it's Howard. At third, Barrett. The pitch, high. Orson Barrett back to the bag. Howard back to the bag. Big hole on both sides with both third baseman and first baseman holding on their runners. The pitch just outside to Wyatt Martin. If you're going to go to left field, that would have been the ball to take. That changeup just missed. That's the kind you can step across that, out toward that plate, and you can whack that thing. But you got to be reading it. 2-2 to count. Pitch comes home. Swing and a miss on one up in the eyes. Martin strikes out to end the inning. And that strikeout, by the way, is the first of the game for Craven. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. We've now played 4. It's 2-1 Salem. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these spring specials at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find True Fuel Pre-Mix 2-Cycle Fuel $7.49, Body Glove Seat Covers for $32.99, No Spill 5-gallon gas can for $36.99, and a Carbon XT Lightning Cable Charger for $19.99. K&H Auto Supply here in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
To the fifth inning we go. Bronson Crocker still on the hill as Peyton Calfee, Isaiah White-Wake, and Trey Atkins will stand in. 2-1 Salem Tigers. Cash Howard RBI single. Right now the difference. Big play in that inning was the pass ball by Will Tucker. It allowed Roy Stevens to go to third base. Then the walk to Crocker, and then Barrett able to steal second, but that's after the fact. But without that pass ball, Stevens may still be at second, and it would be first and second. That hit would not have driven him home. Pitch comes outside to Calfee. 1-1 to count. Don't forget about Tiger softball next Tuesday. That game is a little pop fly in the short left center field, but backing out is going to be Richter. Ball just never made it to the outfield. He backed out and made the catch, a hit off the fist. And now Isaiah White-Wake will stand in, 1 out. As we mentioned, Lady Tiger softball next Tuesday. That game originally scheduled to be at Licking has been moved to Salem, and we'll be bringing that game to you on KSMO Media. So we hope you'll join us for that at the City Park. Or here on KSMO. Tapper, one hopper right back to Crocker. Quick throw, and White-Wake is out. Bronson may get another inning in if he retire him this quickly. 1-3 on the putout. Trey Atkins, who doubled, stands in. Top of the fifth here at Salem High School baseball field. Lady Tigers play at the City Park on the blue field. Pitch is low and away with the curveball bouncing back to the screen. If you get a chance to check out the Lady Tigers, do so. Coach Aaron Wilson doing a good job with a very young team. Very young team. One senior, that's Ashton Bowers. Everybody else not there yet. Another grounder back to Crocker. He's making it look easy. 1-3 on that putout. He has set down right now. Crocker has 9 in a row. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning with the Salem Tigers up 2-1. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
At your locally owned Country Mart, our standards are high because we know yours are. Our meat is cut fresh daily in-house, and our professional meat associates are always ready to help you find what you're looking for or cut specifically how you want. See our produce associates on how to pick out the best fruits and vegetables. Quality in a deli means fresh, full of flavor, and always delicious. If you're craving fresh baked goodness, we have that too. You can find what you're looking for fast and easily at the best prices with friendly service at Country Mart, your hometown grocery store in Salem.
As we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, we remind you again, we are giving away stadium blankets this year in our KSMO streams, games. So whether you're on the radio, you can still qualify, or whether you are watching, courtesy of KSMOradio.com, our KSMO stream Facebook page, or KSMO YouTube, you can qualify. Just please click on our icon, our KSMOradio.com website. That beautiful stadium blanket bag that holds it is up in the top right corner of the home page. And you just click right on it. It takes you to a form where you put your name on there, your phone number, email to get a hold of you, and the keyword, which is ball, B-A-L-L. So if you have the opportunity to do that sometime today, sometime tomorrow, sometime over the weekend, just make sure you get it done before Sunday night at midnight, and you'll have your chance to win one of those beautiful stadium blankets. Pitch comes in. Richter smashed it to right field. A base hit. He hung that curve. Second time he's kind of hung a curveball to Trey Richter, and he's banged both of them in the right field for hits. He's 2 for 3 today. So Cade Moody will stand in. He's flown out to right field, moving Richter from second to third, and he walked. He's 0 for 1 today. Caleb Graven looks in. Richter a short lead at first base. Pitch to Moody, trying to bunt late. Tried kind of almost tapped that one. Third baseman Hunter started coming in. He's playing off the bag at third. Salem has that grass down the lines, too, that slows that ball down, just eats it up. The 0-1 pitch coming. Ball's high and away with a curve. Bunting, one of the truly lost arts of baseball. A well-placed bunt. You can walk to first base almost. 1-1 to count. Richter with the lead. Not going. Pitch inside. As Moody started to show bunt and pull back. Either maybe a little bit low. 2-1. Du Bois is on deck, and then Owen Hamilton. Salem with a 2-1 lead. Cash Howard, RBI single last inning, gave him that lead. That pitch is up and in. Caden backs out, and it's 3-1. Graven wants a different baseball. Not like in high school baseball. They put it right back in the bag. You're going to get it later. Hole up on that right side, straight away in the outfield for Moody. The pitch, way outside ball 4. Second walk for Caden in the game, and Richter will go to second base. And standing in will be Caden Du Bois. He's flown out twice, once to center and once to left. Coach Spitler will come out. He's had a young man warming up. See if he goes to a new hurler or if he stays with Graven here. He just wants to talk about the situation. Nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Salem Tigers. They're leading it 2-1. This is an SCA game. Key SCA game. As every game's a key SCA game, I guess you could say. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So coming in to throw will be Peyton Hunter. Hunter will take over here in the 5th inning. So Hunter will come in. Going out to left field will be Graven. So Graven will go to left field. So here in the bottom of the 5th inning, he will be moving positions. It looks like the left fielder will come in and play third base. That's Peyton Calfee. So here in the bottom of the 5th, he will move to position 5. And that looks like the only two moves that we have, besides Hunter coming in to pitch. So Hunter goes from third base to pitch, Calfee from left field to third, and Graven from pitch out to left field. And that's the defense now. So on the outfield, it's no longer Calfee in left field. It'll be Graven in right, Atkins left, Atkins in center, and out in right field, it's still McCall. On the infield, it will be Calfee at third, Norfelice at short, still Gonzalez at second base, and also Isaiah White-Wake at first base. So Du Bois will face the new pitcher. Graven, while in there, only gave up 3 hits. 2 of them to Trey Richter, 1 to Cash Howard. He's still responsible for the 2 men on base. He hit a man. He walked 3, make that 4, and he struck out 1. So he's still responsible for both Caden Moody and Trey Richter on first and second base, respectively. So the tall right-hander, Calfee, just about ready. I should say Hunter, just about ready. Calfee over talking with North Felice and Gonzalez, second base, where Richter is. He plays deep at third base. About 5 steps, 4 maybe, behind the bag at third. Jockeying back and forth, Gonzalez and North Felice. The pitch to Du Bois. It almost hit him and goes back to the screen. So the wild pitch right off the bat will put the Tigers at second and third. First pitch goes right behind Du Bois. Almost hit his back. So now 2 runners in position to score for Caden with a 1-0 count. The pitch. There's a line drive in the left center field. That's going to plug the gap. 2 runs are going to score. It's 4-1. Du Bois will end up at second base with a double. That ball by Hunter hung there, and Caden ripped that ball into left center field. He drives in his 3rd run of the game, as both Richter and Moody score easily. Coach Edwards having the old windmill over there at third base. He was just winding up that clock, as that was a perfectly gapped double by Caden Du Bois. 3 RBIs, 4-1 Salem for Owen Hamilton, still nobody out. Pitch from Hunter. Chopper towards short. North Felice comes in, gets the big hop to throw to first, is in time, but going to third base is Du Bois, and Stevens will stand in. 6-3 on that putout. That's a productive out as well. So the book is closed on Graven. 4 runs. 3 of them earned. 3 hits, 4 walks in 4+ innings. Pitched to 2 batters here in the 5th. Both have come home to score. Stevens takes a fastball high. Infield in for Cabool, not in. Just about halfway. It doesn't make a ton of sense. If you're not going to play them in, why play them there? Du Bois has decent speed. The pitch, there's a high pop up to short center field. Coming on to make that catch is Atkins. Here comes the throw home, and he is safe. Nice dive by Du Bois. He dove right over the back corner. Yeah, he twisted that back to get in. He lost his gloves in doing so, but he got in there. Ball was not hit tremendously deep by Stevens, but it was just deep enough as Atkins' throw was right on the money. Got the big hop to Tucker, and Tucker swung the glove back, trying to get Du Bois at home plate. But he did not, as Du Bois went around him, tagged the home plate with his hand, and then actually twisted his body around to avoid the tag. And it's 5-1 Salem Tigers. Sac fly by Stevens, and he gets the RBI. Caden's going to probably go to chiropractor after that one. That was a heck of a dive by Caden Du Bois to get that run. A much-needed run by the Salem Tigers. They now lead it by 4. Fastball is high to Hayden Sanders, who's popped out to short, flown out to left. Tigers have done a good job bringing that guy home from third with less than 2 out today. Fly ball by Du Bois back in the first inning. The base hit, 2-out base hit by Cash Howard, getting a man home. And now a sac fly after the ground out. There's a little pop fly to right center field. Going back, it's Gonzalez. It's not going to make the catch. It's a base hit by Sanders off the end of the bat. Mentioned going the other way with these pitches, and Hayden did it there, and that ball ends up falling for a single. 3rd hit in the inning for the Salem Tigers. And Bronson Crocker will stand in. Landon Richter comes in for Hayden Sanders to run, so he can get his catching gear on. So Crocker, who has walked and grounded out, stands in. He's pitched well today, giving up 1 run, 3 hits. Tigers have exploded for 3 runs here in the 5th inning. Pitch comes home. Chopper foul of the plate, actually hit the bat on the backswing again. Richter at first base. 2 down. 5-1 Salem, trying to end their 4-game losing streak. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runner going, the pitch is a strike. Richter has such a good jump, no chance for Tucker even to come up with it. He was off long before I think Hunter even knew he was gone, and that was an easy steal. It's a decent lead at second base. The pitch, strike 3 call on Crocker. He's called out on strikes, but the Salem Tigers do score 3 times. They do so on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We have played 5. Salem Tigers lead this one 5-1. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Go to the top of the 6th inning. Salem Tigers with a 5-1 lead. Crocker back out to the hill. They'll probably ride that horse as far as they can. Caden Du Bois had made that excellent dive home. He was supposed to be the relief pitcher, and he's limping noticeably at third base, so we hope he's okay. But it may alter the plans of Coach Edwards on who may be pitching. Don't forget, by gosh, by golly, we have that wonderful stadium blanket that you can win. I know we remind you about it a lot, but it's a once in a week opportunity when we don't have as many streaming games. So don't forget to go to our website, KSMORadio.com. Click on the icon, the app, call it the picture, call it whatever you want to. Top right-hand corner of that stadium blanket in the bag. Bunt down the third base line, it goes foul. On the leadoff bunt attempt by Caleb Craven. Anyway, just click on that icon, that picture, and then go to the form. Fill out your name, email or phone number, and then the key word today, which is ball. B-A-L-L. Good stuff. Stadium blanket. It's insulated, yet it's also weather repellent, so you can use that outside for a picnic. You can sit on it. It's weather resistant, and I tell you what, it's really a nice blanket. Pitch on the outside corner by Crocker, quickly 0-2, and the pitch comes home to Graven. Ooh, he's out of there. He didn't like the call, thought it was low, but he is out on strikes for Crocker. That's strikeout number 5, and now 10 in a row set down, and Brody Norfelice will stand in. Norfelice, right-handed batter, grounded out and drove in a run and lined out to center. Pitch, high fly ball left center field. Moody's calling for it. Makes the catch. 2 down for Peyton Hunter. Hunter came in, started pitching in that 5th inning, gave up a double to Du Bois and a sac fly to Roy Stevens and a base hit to Sanders. He gave up 2 hits in that 5th inning. Tigers scored 3 times to extend their 2-1 lead to a 5-1 lead. Pitch, and a foul off to the right side. Bronson, who pitched on Monday, got pulled after, I think, 3 innings. Swing and a miss on one in the dirt. Quickly 0-2. And he is your lone senior on this team. Each of our ball teams have one senior on them. That fastball outside just missed. A couple of Tigers have taken a couple steps toward the dugout, but a fastball just off the plate. Hunter's 0 for 2. Pitch. Swinging a chopper towards Stevens. He has it. The throw to first base is in time. 4-3 on the putout. 12 in a row set down by Bronson Crocker. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, Salem Tigers lead this one 5-1 over Cabool. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
To the bottom of the 6th inning we go. I want to thank all of our great sponsors who make it possible for us to bring you Tiger Sports and other civic events right here on KSMO Media. A lot of great support. We do thank everybody like J&D Automotive, the Denton County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, and Hometown Mechanical, as well as our friends at Ozark Overhead Doors. Zane down there does a great job. And Ben always gives that nice little bass flash down there. It's always pretty cool stuff. Anyway, nonetheless, we want to thank all those sponsors and everyone who helps sponsor these programs. There's quite a few. And without them, we couldn't do this for you without you having to probably pay. So everybody gets this one absolutely free, and we thank all those sponsors for making that possible. Curveball in for a strike to Cash Howard. Peyton Hunter took over in that 5th inning. He's still on the hill. That pitch, Howard goes the other way, but fouls it down the left field line. Quickly 0-2. So, again, thanks to all our sponsors for making it possible on both the radio side and on the video streams on our KSMO media sites. Thank you again. The 0-2 to Howard and a foul back. Good job by Cash to foul that one off. Earlier in the year, he was swinging under that, keeping that shoulder in a little bit more. He has just a slightly open, closed stance as he waits. The pitch comes home. That's high. 1-2. Howard, Martin, and Richter may have a pinch hitter for Martin. The pitch. Little pop fly off to the left side. I said may. Not up there yet. 3 runs in the 5th inning for Salem. 1 in the 4th. 1 back in the 1st. Cabool's only run comes in the 3rd. 5-1 our score. 1-2 the count to Howard. Leading it off. The pitch comes home. Swing and a foul. Good job by Cash. Fouled that off the shin guard of Will Tucker, their catcher. Again, they play him to pull, give him a lot of room in left center field. Cash has got some speed. He puts one out there. He might make it to 3rd. The 1-2 coming home. Here it is. And there's a foul backing out of play. Ball up a little bit. Cash fought it off. He's 1 for 2 today with a base hit. Got an RBI single back in the 4th inning. Off the end of the bat. Went off the glove of Norfelice to drive in the lead run. Right now, the game-winning run if it stays this way. The 1-2 comes home. Foul back again. Howard hanging tough. Cash gets back in. It's the young Tiger team. The 1-2 almost hit him. Almost hit the bat, too. He didn't drop the bat. Ducked his head, left the bat up. The ball did not make contact. 2-2 to count. We're in the 6th inning. 5-1, Salem Tigers. Pitch comes home. Swing and a foul again. Cash Howard making Hunter work here in this bottom of the 6th inning. The 2-2 pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, but that's a heck of an at-bat by Cash Howard. Unofficially, I had him for 7 foul balls. 7 in that at-bat. Second strikeout for Hunter as Corby Ball will stand in. Corby's playing left field today. He'll bat instead of Martin. Corby will bat from the right side. Still looking for his first hit of the year. (5-1) our score. Don't forget, we'll be at Willow Springs on Monday, bringing the game via radio only. Tigers and the Bears from Willow Springs. We'll be on the road. 2 games for the boys next week and home for the girls against the Licking Lady Wildcats in the game just notified today that it's going to be a home game. The pitch, high fly ball in the left field, virtually almost in the standing right in the spot that he was in, was Caleb Graven, and he makes the catch as ball flies out. Got underneath that one and almost hit it right at Graven. I don't think he moved 3 steps. And Trey Richter stands in. 2 for 3 today. He's reached all 3 times. He scored twice. Pitch outside. Ball 1 with a fastball. In the 7th inning, it'll be Gonzalez, Tucker, and McCall for the Bulldogs. Pitch. Strike on the outside edge. Looked a little bit low, and Trey didn't say anything. Gets back in. Peyton Hunter looks in, gets the sign from Tucker, and brings home the pitch. Here it is. There's a foul off to the left side. Tigers trying to even their SCA record to 1-1 after falling to Houston on Monday. Cabool comes in with a 5-1 record. They're 1-0 in the SCA. The 1-2 pitch coming from Peyton Hunter. Here it is. Line drive foul. Richter hooked that one down the first baseline. 2 down here in the 6th inning. Salem with a 5-1 lead. Big 3 spot in that 5th inning. Makes it feel a little bit better. Pitch coming home, here it is, and a high fly ball into right field. Going back and missing the ball is the right fielder, McCall. And it's going to be a 2-base error, allowing Richter to reach.
Now batting number 6, Hayden Moody.
Well, Cabool had only made 1 error up to this point. That was back in the 3rd inning on a ground ball to Gonzalez. He threw it away. And then here in the 9th inning on a high fly ball to right field. No wind bothering that one. And McCall just missed it. He went back to his right, reached up, and that ball just went right off his glove. So Moody stands in. Runner at second base. 2 down. The pitch comes home. There's a foul off to the right side. That's out of play. One of the issues the Salem Tigers have had has been a number of errors that extends innings, making their pitchers work that much harder. Give a team of 4 or 5 outs, they usually will capitalize. Let's see if the Tigers can make this one hurt. The pitch comes home. Ball gets away. It's a strike. Goes off of Tucker, and down to third base goes Richter. Tucker didn't know where the ball was. So Trey just kind of leisurely just trotted on down. The 0-2 to count to Moody. That's a pass ball off the glove of the catcher. The 0-2 comes home. That ball's outside. A good job there by Tucker to smother that one. Second pass ball of the day. Last time that happened, Tigers took advantage of it on the base hit by Cash Howard. That, by the way, is an unearned run. There's a ground ball towards second. Knocked down and unable to find the balls. The first baseman wide awake. It'll be another error. And the Tigers score another run and make it 6-1. Ball came off that lip. It hit White Wake in the heel. The glove popped straight up, went over his head, and he couldn't find it. And Richter comes home to score. And as I mentioned, give a team 4 outs. You start to make it hurt a little bit. Moody put the ball in play. Ball took the hop, eluded the first baseman White Wake, and it's a 6-1 Salem Tiger lead. And Coach Spittler comes out to talk to his hurler. Well, he did nothing wrong. Didn't get over there quick enough maybe, but he still didn't do anything wrong, as White Wake should have made that play. But again, ball hit this heel of his glove, went up in the air, went over his shoulder, and allowing Cade Moody, who was busting it all the way down the line, to beat anybody to the bag, and that allowed that run to score to make it 6-1. So 2 errors in the inning. They've kept the inning going, and the Tigers made the Bulldogs pay. So a little turnabout is fair play when you see what happens when you make those errors, extend those innings, make the pitcher work extra hard, and then you put pressure on other fielders, and all of a sudden, maybe 1 run could turn into 3 or 4. We'll see what happens. Caden Du Bois stands in. He doubled in 2 his last time up. 1 for 2 today with a sacrifice fly. He's got 3 ribbies. Pitch comes to him, a swing and a miss. Caden had a good pitch to hit. Foul tipped it at the plate. Might have got a little anxious, as it looked like Hunter took a little something off that one. 0-1. Lead by Moody. The pitch. Fastball outside corner. Strike 2. 0-2 to count. Will Crocker pitch the 7th, or will he turn the reins over to Du Bois? Let's see what happens. 0-2 count. 2 down. Du Bois asks for time and gets it. Now back in the batter's box, working from that first base side of that rubber. Peyton Hunter to the stretch. Brings it. Ground ball foul toward Coach Edwards. He booted it. That's an error. I'm putting in here, E-Coach. Yeah, yeah, E.T. 6-1 Salem. Moody with a short lead, held on by White Wake. The pitch coming home, popped up, and that's going to go out of play off to the right side. Caden Du Bois with 3 runs batted in, a double in this game. He also flew out to center field in the contest. Peyton Hunter back looking in for the sign from Tucker. Gets it, checks the runner. The 0-2. Strike 3 call. Du Bois took it. And he's punched out on strikes. That's the 3rd strikeout for Hunter. But the Tigers do score 1 run on no hits, 2 errors, and there was 1 man left. We have now played 5.5. We go to the make that 6th inning. Excuse me, where am I at? 6 innings. Salem Tigers lead at 6-1. We'll come back at the top of the 7th in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
So the top of the seventh inning has arrived. Salem Tigers trying to end their 4-game losing streak. They have a 5-run lead. And it is Bronson Crocker back to the hill. He was not scheduled to go the distance in this game. But Caden Du Bois on a dive has seemed to have kind of tweaked a little hip. And so Crocker, as long as the pitch count will allow, will continue. He will face Aston Gonzalez, who has singled and grounded out the pitch. That's outside with a fastball. Landon Richter comes on for Trey Richter here in the top of the seventh. This pitch comes in. That's a strike, 1-1. Crocker has really pitched well. Gave up 2 hits in the second inning. And 1 hit in the third, a swing and a miss. Those are the only 3 hits he's given up. That leadoff double by Trey Atkins in the third inning. It was the last hit that he has given up and the last base runner for the Bulldogs. Crocker ready. Here comes. And a high foul backing out of play. Right back over the press box here. Got a fastball. Gonzalez has one of those 3 hits. Was stranded at third base back in the second inning as Crocker pitched out of a 2-1 and 1-out situation. That ball low and away. 2-2. He had Gonzalez at third, McCall at second. Got Calfee on a strikeout, and Isaiah White grounded out. The 2-2 comes home. The curveball just missed inside. That had Gonzalez absolutely frozen solid. He couldn't move. Started to bail out and realized it was a curveball. The 3-2 pitch comes home and a pop-up on the infield. Landon Richter, who just comes in the game, makes the catch. 1 out. Will Tucker will stand in. He has struck out and he has popped out to Owen Hamilton at first base in front of the Cabool Bulldog. Salem trying to improve their record to 3-7 and 1-1 in the SCA. Tucker waits the pitch. There's a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Tucker gave it a real good hack. Next one from Crocker. That's a nice fastball, but it's a little bit high. 1-1. Tucker, who's done the catching today for Cabool, swings and misses again. 1-2. Don't forget Blues Hockey on the radio side follows this broadcast on KSMO Radio on a foul back. Our next streaming game will be Tuesday from the Salem City Park in a game that was just told us today, been added. Move from Licking to Salem and a swing and a miss. Tucker down on strike. Strikeout number 6 for Crocker. He has pitched well today. That's the last 14 in a row have been shut down. So Salem Lady Tigers will play the Licking Lady Wildcats 5 o'clock next Tuesday. That's our next streaming game on KSMO Media with the video side. Now we always stream the audio side on the away games, etc. on KSMORadio.com and our KSMO Stream Facebook page. Well, we do the video streams on the home games. As Crocker brings a fastball in, McCall fouls it off. He's got 2 strikes on McCall. Bronson ready. I smell a curve, but he throws a fastball instead and a foul straight back. lot of times Bronson gets here and he throws that super slow curveball that guys just give up on. The 0-2 comes home. There it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 7, and the Salem Tigers end their 4-game losing streak as they beat the Cabool Bulldogs by a final score of 6-1, and they improved to 3-7 on the year, 1-1 in the SCA. The Bulldogs fall to 5-2. They're 1-1 in the SCA. We'll come back in 3 minutes and give you stats to this one. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson Law at 573-453-2529.
Surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Welcome back. Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. Salem Tigers win this one 6-1. Break their 4-game losing streak, go to 1-1 in the SCA, 3-7 on the year. And that has to feel pretty good for these Tigers that really have worked really hard to try and break this streak. But, you know, sometimes you just get into that kind of funk and you just can't get out of it. And today the Salem Tigers did just that by coming through with some key hits. They got guys over, got them in scoring position. They took advantage of that. You put all that together, and you can see exactly what can happen. And the next thing you know, you've got a win, nice win, 6-1 over a pretty good Cabool Bulldog team here. Tigers were led in this game in hitting by Trey Richter. He had 2 for 4, scored 3 times, reached base all 4 times, twice on an error, but scored 3 times. And actually stole a couple of bases in that process as well. Caden Moody, he was, well, I'd say he got on base by 2 walks in the game and also reached on an error, so he was on base 3 times. And his flyout in the first inning was a key flyout that got Trey Richter, who had singled and stolen second, to third. Caden Du Bois then drove him in with a fly ball. He had 3 RBIs on the game. He drove in 2 more in the 5th with a double. He was 1 for 3 in the game. Owen Hamilton was 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and walked and grounded out. Roy Stevens, he got an RBI and a sacrifice, and he was 0 for 2. Hayden Sanders had 1 hit in the game, 1 for 3. Bronson Crocker, he was 0 for 2. Cash Howard had a base hit in this game, 1 for 3. Wyatt Martin 0 for 2. Corby Ball was 0 for 1 in the game. For Cabool, you see a lot of 0 for 3s in this one. Graven, Norfelice, Hunter all 0 for 3. Norfelice, though, did get an RBI and a ground out. Gonzalez had a base hit and stole a base. Tucker, 0 for 3. Braxton McCall had a base hit, stolen base. Peyton Calfee 0 for 2, 0 for 2 for Isaiah White-Wake, and Trey Atkins was 1 for 2 with a double. He scored the lone run for Cabool Bulldogs. Bronson Crocker went the distance, 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It would make that 3 hits, 3 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts, no walks. Caleb Graven started for the Cabool Bulldogs, 4+ innings, faced 2 men in the 5th inning. 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. He did hit a man. And then Hunter came in that 5th inning. He surrendered 2 hits, a key double to Caden Du Bois, and then also a base hit to Hayden Sanders, but then also gave up an unearned run in that 6th inning on a couple of errors by his teammates. He struck out 3. He did not walk anybody, and gave up those 2 hits. Salem Tigers left a total of 6 runners in the game. Cabool left 2. So good job of hitting. Salem Tigers did not have a tremendous amount of hits in the game. They had just 5. When you think about this game and the amount of runs that scored, but they took advantage of every opportunity. Those walks, they come back to score. The hit by pitch to Owen Hamilton. He was forced by Stevens, but Stevens came around and scored, and Bronson Crocker got the other walk that did not amount to a run, but it kept the inning going for Cash Howard, who got the base hit to drive in the run back in the 4th inning. So every one of the opportunities the Tigers got, except maybe for the 3rd inning when they had 2 on with 2 out, and Du Bois flew out on a walk and an error, that was about the only opportunity that they did not take advantage of in this game. They win it 6-1. As I mentioned, Crocker the winner and Graven the losers. The Salem Tigers 3-7 on the year, 1-1 in the SCA. Cabool now 5-2, 1-1 in the SCA. Salem Tigers will have the weekend off, maybe a little time to practice on a few things. They will be at Willow Springs on Monday, 4:30. SCA contest will be there to bring it to you radio only on KSMO radio. Of course, radio with streaming audio only. And that will be on Monday. On Tuesday, now with the Salem Lady Tigers, will face the Licking Lady Wildcats at the Salem City Park. That's a 5 o'clock start that night, 5 o'clock. And we will now be carrying that one on our KSMO stream. That's an additional game, and we're glad to be able to do that. Our Lady Tigers and the Lady Wildcats of Licking, Tuesday, 5 o'clock, Salem City Park, our next streaming video matchup. That's so we hope you'll join us for that. For Ben, doing the video work downstairs, thanks to him. He's amazing. To Jim back at the station, flipping the controls, he also is amazing. And to yours truly, Stan Stevens, thanking you for joining us for Tiger Baseball. Nice to get that win. They beat the Cabool Bulldogs in SCA play on this Thursday evening by a final score of 6-1. On the radio side, you're going to Blues Hockey. On the streaming video side, thanks for joining us right here on KSMO Media. Have yourselves a great evening and good night from the high school baseball field complex.
Thank you for watching this KSMO Media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. This game was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Townscreen, LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Elwood Real Estate, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, Hometown Mechanical, Healthy Dent County, Ozark Overhead Door.